We have 4 iPads that we are working on. One of them is an iPad mini 4 that unfortunately we did not put it on camera. It's this one here. We changed the battery on it. Battery is good here. And I have an iPad mini 2 and the customer said it doesn't turn on. So the first thing we want to do is test. The first thing we want to do is plug it in to see if there's any amperage being drawn when we plug it in. And looking at the amp meter, we see 0.8, and that's good. So I do not know why the customer said the tablet is not turning on. Oh, look at this. It went back down to 0. Okay, so you see what happens if we wiggle the cable. The amp meter shows that it's charging and we see the battery sign on the screen. So that means the charging port is bad, because if I press on that cable upwards, then the tablet is charging at 0.84 and we do see the battery sign, which means that the tablet is working. But as soon as I release the cable, and look at this, it goes back to 0. So we have to take the screen out, we have to take the motherboard out and change the charging flex cable, which is soldered to the back of the board. We've done a video on this before, but we're gonna do this again today. And we have another iPad that came by mail. It's an iPad 6. We're changing the screen on and we're putting it back together. The customer tried to do it on his own and everything is a big mess. So we're taking care of this. And there's also the iPad Pro 10.5. We did a video on it, maybe the past couple of videos. And we noticed that the screen has a line on it, a big, thick vertical line. So we got the screen for his tablet, and hopefully after we change the screen, we're not gonna see that line on the screen. iPad Pro 10.5, هيديك بدها شاشة. You know what, let me try that one right now before I take the board out. It's almost out, but you wanna seal it and put it on the side. The new screen is here. And these are one of the highest quality screens in the market. So this is the same tablet that we did a video on where it doesn't power on and we had to figure out what the problem. You can go a couple of videos back to check how we fixed this tablet and why we are changing the screen now. We're gonna take that piece that separates the battery from the board. So now the battery is back in. And let's give it a try. And look at this, we see the full Apple logo. Before, if you looked at the video, when we fixed this tablet, we put the customer's screen and half of that Apple was showing because of a big vertical black line that's on the screen. So now that we see the full Apple sign, that means the problem is fixed right here. Okay, so we're gonna seal this back and I still need to work on the iPad mini 2. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, this is the charging flex, and we have to remove this black thing on here. We're gonna desolder the charging flex cable, but before we do so, just wanna apply a little bit of low melt solder. So as you can see, we can remove the cable by just using the soldering iron. Just a moment. Hello, how are you?
I have a laptop that's not
Which laptop is it?
It's an Asus N550G.
Okay.
And the lights come on.
Be there, UNI-T 4:30, 5 o'clock.
That's the customer for this iPad that we are working on. Let's get this done quick. He's coming to pick up in about 45 minutes. شوفي.
I need you to help me.
What's wrong?
The paramedics just called me. My dad just died.
Very heartbreaking to see a woman in her 60s or 70s even crying like a small baby. Makes you think every single one of us is gonna be put in that very same position one day where we're gonna cry like her when we lose a loved one. I hope God makes it easy on us and on her. She was passing by the store. She could not stand when she heard the phone call. It got to me. It really got to me. I'm unable to focus on work anymore. We have a lot of things to get done on Monday, and most likely my head will be more clear on Monday, and I'll do whatever we can on video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.